Alright, quick video on the Mazda tonight. This is what I'm going to be doing. Alright, it is time to get the motor mounts put back on the block, get this thing tacked in the, or get the mounts tacked to the frame, and go from there. Alright, here's my motor mounts. This black piece right here was a kit I ordered off of Amazon, just a base 302 engine mount kit. I cut out 1.5 inches to get everything shorter where I needed it to go into this tiny frame. Then I whipped out these angle brackets and drilled them out with my drill press. Those parts will be what welds the frame. And right now, everything's tacked together. I gotta get some better tacks on these. But these will be tacked to the frame. We'll make sure everything sits right. We'll build the cross member for that. Then after that, we'll test fit the cab, make sure everything works good. Everything works good, take the cab back off, weld away. First motor mount's on. Second motor mount, on. Damn it, look at this. Apparently I need a wheel bearing. Come on, this truck's from 1984. Everything should be damn new. Okay, some progress. Well, not really progress, but an update on what I need to do to get this engine to fit into this frame. So, when the engine is sitting as low as I need it in the frame, it's too far back. When the engine is sitting as far forward as I need it in the frame, it's sitting too high. So what I need to do, I need to take that oil pan off and see if it's got a rear sump or a front sump. It needs to have a front sump, so I can put on this oil pan. This oil pan right here, it has the large section at the front of the block, and then it tapers down to the back, and that'll allow me to get this engine drop further down, closer to the cross member. Alright, I got the engine moved, sitting on jack stand, still hooked to the cherry picker. Now we'll drop that oil pan, see what we're working with. And then also, I took the truck off of the jack stands, partially because I needed them for this, but also the truck needs to be sitting on its wheels when I go to set the motor to make sure it's sitting at the right height that it's going to be sitting at before I do this, because the engine needs to sit roughly 3 degrees backwards for the carburetor to sit level. So I got to make sure it's sitting at roughly the right height it's going to be sitting at. Eventually the rear end might get lowered probably 1 inch to 1.5 inches. So it'll change just a little bit, but nothing drastically that'll affect the way the engine's sitting. So I'm going to get that oil pan zipped off and see what we're working with. Alright, we got the oil pan off, and it does have a rear pickup tube for the sump, but brand new on Speedway motors. Front sump oil pan, proper pickup tube for the oil pan, and gaskets, 87 bucks. So probably gonna go ahead and order those after I check Amazon, make sure Amazon's not cheaper on anything that I need. But being this is from Speedway, I'm probably just gonna go with them because it's gonna be pretty hard to find something cheaper than $87 for what I need. So we'll get that ordered. Hopefully it's here pretty quick so I can get this motor set in the truck. Well, I got that ordered from Speedway, and according to them, it'll be here tomorrow, so that's pretty exciting. Switching it to front sump, the large section of the oil pan will be at the front. It'll taper off to the back, which means I'll be able to get a lot closer to the cross member. The whole engine should go down about 2.5 to 3 inches and fit perfect.